I'm sure for many of you, Trakker's been the go-to brand for bivvies and shelters over the past few years. But over the last year or so, they've been bringing out more and more products, and I didn't realise quite how many they've brought out until I was looking through the website the other day. So today, we're going to have a look at some of their bankware range. We've got pods, bank sticks, buzz bars, everything you could want in terms of bankware, Trakker now sell. So let's jump into the video and have a look at everything that they have to offer. So the first thing to look at from Trakker's new range of bankware is going to be this quick lock pod kit, which I've got next to me. But before we get into that, I do just want to point out these are the new Trakker DB7R bite alarms. I'm not going to say much about them today because Curly's already done a full video all about these alarms. So if you haven't seen that yet, head over and check out that video after this one because they are phenomenal alarms at a pretty reasonable price. But going back to the quick lock pod kit, the whole concept of this pod is basically to be as efficient as possible when you're first setting it up, to make it as quick to set up, but also to remain as stable as it can do and obviously last for years to come. And I think Trakker have absolutely nailed it with that. Setting it up is super quick. And this is thanks to a few reasons. Basically, all four legs are already attached to the central bar. They simply click into place. So when you get the pod out of the bag, you literally unclip each leg and then it straight away holds its own. Once you've done that, it's literally a case of putting the bank stick through this little bit here, tightening down, and then chucking your buzz bars on top. And that is it. It's super quick to set up, which I guess is where it gets its name from. It quickly locks into place. So yeah, setting up is very quick, but it is also very stable as well. And that is thanks to the materials it's made from. This is Trakker's 2020 range of aluminium, and it is nice chunky aluminium, but it's still very lightweight. With the whole pod, obviously excluding alarms and bits like that, the whole pod coming in at just 600 grams. So it's lightweight, it's sturdy, and it's quick to set up. So you can't really want that much more from a pod other than a good price, which it is, and it comes in at about 130 quid. So it's also very good value. Of course, everything is adjustable on it, so the central bar can extend. That's actually at its longest extension at the moment. But the nice thing about it is when you extend it, the pole doesn't twist. A lot of pods on the market, you extend, they end up spinning round and all sorts, and it's a right nightmare. But obviously Trakker has used a bit of their knowledge from creating bivvies with anti-twist poles and chucked it into their pod. So when you extend it, everything stays exactly how you want it to. But also, obviously, all the legs are completely adjustable. So I've had to adjust them here to get everything bang on. They're all just adjustable with a little thumb screw, and then they simply just lock into place. And then you can raise up and down the actual buzz bars itself through the bank stick that you put through the middle. So I've obviously got the back raised up a little bit, so then it falls nicely in line with the alarms at the front. But you can also raise it from the bank stick as you'd raise a normal bank stick. So there's loads of flexibility. It comes with two 6-inch bank sticks and of course all the legs and everything which are already attached, but then it comes with the two 3-rod buzz bars as well. So there are different size buzz bar front to back, so obviously you can splay your rods out perfectly. But yeah, I can't really say much more about the pod. Like I say, it's good value for money. It's nice and sturdy, nice and hard wearing, and it comes in that nice anodized matte black finish. One other little thing is it does come with this little bag. So obviously all of this pod folds down and fits nicely into this bag. It takes up no room at all. It's the sort of thing that even if you don't use pods that often, you can keep it in the car, in your van, for certain situations like this one today, where not every swim on this lake you'll be able to get bank sticks into. But if you do prefer bank sticks, then I've got Trakker's range of 2020 CV bank sticks here. And you might notice that that one's a little bit skinnier, and that is because basically these bank sticks, they can be used in their normal state as a normal bank stick where you'd extend it how you want to, but you can also use it as a thinner bank stick. So if you find yourself coming up against quite hard terrain, something like that, where obviously a chunky bank stick is a bit more of an issue to get into, then you can take out the middle and you can literally use the insert because you've got a point at the bottom of the insert, and then obviously by having a thinner overall diameter, it's going to get into harder terrain a lot easier. But that's testament to the strength of these bank sticks as well, because if Trakker are confident that you can use just half of the bank stick and it's still going to be strong enough, then that shows just how hard wearing they actually are as a whole. Of course, this is made in the same aluminium as obviously all of the pod, and you can get these in a whole variety of different sizes. I think there's 7 different sizes available, ranging from 6 inches all the way up to 36 inches. And again, they're nice and affordable. They're coming in at $14.99. Obviously, as you get bigger, they're going to be that little bit more expensive. But overall, there's not a lot more I can say about a bank stick, other than, of course, it uses thumb screws to lock in place. Very subtle in design, matte black throughout, and then you've got a little Trakker logo on each of the thumb screws. So that is their 2020 CV bank sticks. And then moving on to the buzz bars, which are very, very cool. Now, these are the adjustable Swan neck buzz bars from Trakker. You can pull these out. These are available in both 2 and 3 rod designs. Again, exactly the same materials used in these. So it's going to be nice and hardware and nice and lightweight. But the nice thing about these as well, again, they're using their anti-twist techniques. So at the bottom of here, you've got a completely flat edge, which obviously means that there is minimal movement when you're sliding this in and out. And then when you lock it down, it's going to hold everything completely level. So there's no issues getting your bite alarms lined up or anything like that. Like I say, they're available in both 2 and 3 rod, and they are available in 2 different sizes on each one as well. So you can have a staggered set. So like I've got here, they are very slightly different. So the smaller one, just like that. So you'd have the smaller at the back, the wider at the front, and then again, you can splay your rods out. These are pretty affordable, I think, as it goes for adjustable buzz bars, coming in at $26.99 a piece. I think the 2 rod ones are slightly cheaper than the 3 rod as well. So that is their 2020 Swan neck bank sticks. But obviously, I've got a whole host of accessories with me as well. I've got snag ears here. So everyone knows the benefit of snag ears. We don't need to go into that. But the nice thing with these ones is they're pretty high. So it doesn't matter what size alarms you've got, they're going to keep you covered in any situation. Again, these are nice and affordable, coming in at just $11.99 each, which compared to some on the market, you can pretty much get a set of 3 for less than the cost of a single one in other companies. So if they're the sort of thing that you don't use that often and you just want to get a cheap set for those odd occasions that you might need them, then these are going to be absolutely perfect for that. Again, nice and lightweight like the rest of the range. These actually come in at just 28 grams. And I say they're nice and tall, they're actually 13 centimeters in height. So like I say, that is a little bit taller than a lot of others on the market. And then you know that it doesn't matter what alarms you're using, there's still going to be a good amount of snag ear to keep you covered. Moving on to the bobbins, these are a clinger system. These are actually the dumpy clingers, and they're a really nice shape. They're ideal for short to medium range fishing, absolutely perfect. And these actually come in sets of 3 now as well. So you don't have to buy individual sets. If you do fish with 3 rods, you can buy a set of 3, and they come in at just $34.99. So again, really reasonable for a set of 3 bobbins. Quite often you find most will cost 20, 25 quid each one. So to get all 3 for $34.99 is very good value indeed. Now these are available in a few different colors. You can get white, green or blue. The white ones are slightly heavier because they're PTFE, so they're 7 grams, but the green and blue are slightly lighter, being made from acrylic at just 5 grams. So like I say, they are ideal for small to medium range fishing. And to be honest, even if you're fishing long range, but you're fishing 3 rods really tight to a spot, that sort of thing, then you only need that minimal bit of indication. So they will be absolutely bang on for that as well. So if you're looking for a bit of an all-rounder, then these bobbins, or these bobbin sets, are going to be absolutely perfect for that. And then one last thing that I will mention, because I completely forgot to mention it when we were talking about the pod, is the nice thing with this setup is if you don't use a pod all the time, then you don't have to, because where you've got the 6-inch bank sticks and then the standard 3 rod bars, you can use that as a bank stick and buzz bar setup. Basically, the 6-inch sticks that come with these are the exact 6-inch sticks that you'd get if you were ordering a set of the bank sticks. So it really is a multi-use system. I guess that's why it's a kit, because you can use it as a pod if you want to, or you can use it as buzz bars and bank sticks. But anyway, that is a very quick overview of a whole host of different products from Trakker's Bankware range. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you want to find out any more information about any of these, then make sure you head over to the Trakker website. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.